Monday Night Comedy Show. Humans of the Internet, welcome to the online Monday Night Comedy Show, and give it up for your host, Andrew Danger Brynildson.
Yay!
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Monday Night Comedy Show. As Kruger, J Money, the motherfucking hawk, Kaka has explained, this is the Monday. We have been doing this for all of 13 plus years, and there's no signs of stopping. Pandemic be damned. You are seeing this live on our Facebook page and also on our YouTube page, which is just search the Monday Night Comedy Show and you can see it. We've had the YouTube page since 2013 and we have 16 subscribers. So maybe you should subscribe to us. If not,
That is
to hell with you.
Of subscribers.
I'm going
to of subscribers.
Yeah, look at all these nice people that are here with us. We have I want everybody to start clapping along. We got Natalie Markert, ladies and gentlemen. Yay! We got David Harris.
Yay!
Yay! We've got Morgan Pearson.
Hello.
Yay! In theory, we have Sarah McPeck, but we have Sarah McPeck, ladies and gentlemen. Yay! Yay! Welcome, Sarah. This is Sarah's first time doing the online version of the Monday Night Comedy Show. Sarah, welcome. And who else are we missing? We were missing a couple people. We got Joe Cocazello on tonight, and who else? Joe Christensen is doing set tonight, and for some reason my internet is not letting me open things up. So anyway, how is everybody? Answer all at once.
Good.
There's so much blood. Good. I hope COVID-19 is not bumming everybody out too much, but it is a gigantic pain in the ass, and that's why we're doing the online show. But that's okay. Sarah, you are a show producer as well as a performer. I heard that May told me that you had a live audience recently. Is that true?
I've been doing Muffin Top for about a month, 5 weeks maybe now.
Okay. In front of people? Actual people?
In front of people, actual people.
How is it? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say it's outside, and they have the tables separated, and then I've got like mic covers for the microphone and sanitation, and people have been coming. It's actually been busier than it was before COVID.
That's cool. That's awesome. Where is Muffin Top Comedy located? Where can they see you?
So Muffin Top is right next to the Nicollet Diner on Nicollet and Franklin, kind of uptown near downtown.
It is, yes. Where Market Barbecue used to be before it got torn down, and across from the Music Box Theater. Yep. And what else? Stone's throw away from the convention center. Yeah. And what is the Eagles right by there, isn't there? That's kind of my stomping grounds. Pretty sure. I don't know. There's a Supermerica near there, if you can believe it. God, now I'm just going through locations.
You're just rattling it up. So it's been going okay.
I've been there. Anyway, yes. I know.
So it's been going more interesting than it was previously before COVID, is what you said.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I don't know if that's because there's less open mics to pick from.
Okay.
We actually had like way more audience members too than normal. But it's a much bigger space that we have outside now, so we can really spread out, and it feels I don't think I'd want to be doing a close indoor space yet, but this feels okay to me.
Yeah. One of the many reasons why we're not doing it at Club Underground right now, just because one, that basement was gross to begin with, and no amount of Clorox wipes could make that any better, especially now. So we're biding our time until the situation changes a little to everyone's advantage, and maybe the curve is actually flattened, which fingers crossed. But thank you to everybody who is watching right now. We love you for doing it, and just want you to know that while this is a free show, of course, if you do have the means, you can tip the performers through Venmo. You can just send it to my Venmo, and I'll Venmo it back to the performers and staff. So we encourage you to do so, but again, only if you have the means. Or if you have a rich uncle or if you're living on a trust fund. I hear that trust funds are extremely fun to live off of. I have never had the pleasure, but then again, I eat craft dinner for most meals. Anyway, we do have a comment section, which we'd love for you to comment. We already have a couple of comments. Randy and Carlo says, "Ooh, great lineup." You damn right, Randy.
Ooh.
You
Love
damn
Randy.
right. Yeah.
Love Randy.
Michael Burns says, "Woohoo, Nat in the house."
Woo!
There
Michael
she is.
Burns!
Yeah. Josh Kangas says, "Oh, he's plugging an appearance he's doing. He's doing the Triple Threat Tuesday at Rick Bronson's tomorrow night. That's probably not a good idea." Well, okay. Well, we won't comment whether it's a good idea or not, but it is the Mall of America. So what's the worst that could happen, right?
Andy, I think this is a really bad year to use that phrase ever.
It is. I actually really like going to underwater adventures and saying that a little too loudly for everybody to hear. Right when I'm going in the tube to look at the sharks, I just say, "I'm having so much fun. Nothing bad can happen today." And then everybody sort of backs away from me. So, Randy and Carlo is also doing House of Comedy tomorrow night. If anybody else wants to plug their appearances, please feel free to comment here. I'd like to. No one has taken me up on this tonight, so I'm going to do the reading of the book club tonight. As most of you know, it is.
I love that.
It is Stephanie's Full House, Picture Me Famous, written by. It doesn't matter. In fact, the author. They don't list an author of this.
Dear.
This tome. Oh, I'm sorry, Lisa Simon. Lisa Simon. You have to go a few pages deep to see that she wrote this. This is one of 12 volumes in the Stephanie series. So if you're not familiar with the Monday Night Comedy Show book club, we read one page a week, and this is our quarantine book. We're on page 5. I got this from a little free library when I was walking with my son. So, page 5. "Okay," Stephanie sighed again. "If I don't do something soon, I might lose it completely. You better hurry," Darcy warned, "or someone else is going to beat you to him. In fact," she shook her head, "you may have just missed your chance." "Oh no," Allie whispered. "It's Renee Salter." I know.
Whoa.
Stephanie almost couldn't bring herself to watch. Renee was one of the senior flamingos. The Flamingos were an exclusive club of snobby girls who thought that they were the most popular kids in school. They wore pink clothes all of the time, and they'd only invite you to be a flamingo if they thought you were cool enough for them. Stephanie and Darcy had been asked to join the club when they were just 6th graders, and they almost had until Stephanie found out that the Flamingos were just using her for her father's phone card. Now, kids, a phone card is something that people used to have. It's like a credit card, but you enter the number on your rotary phone when you needed to make long-distance calls. Calls aren't free like they are now. You had to dial 10-10-321 to save up to 20%. Anyway, ever since then, things between Stephanie and the Flamingos hadn't been exactly friendly. Stephanie watched as Renee approached Kyle. She couldn't hear the conversation, but she did see Kyle shrug. Renee leaned down and spoke again, and then Kyle shook his head no. The other boys at the table chuckled as Renee stalked away. Her face turned red.
Oh, cliffhanger.
Oh man.
Just adding a little bit of drama to an otherwise mundane, whatever high school they go to day
I
in
think they're middle school.
Southern California. You think what?
Are they high school or middle school?
I guess middle school. I don't. They said the senior flamingos, but
I
then
mean, maybe
they
it
said
was a rank thing.
I got. Oh yeah, there we go.
Senior flamingos.
There's senior
Well,
flamingos, and then there's middle management flamingos, and then
Yeah,
you know,
because
yeah.
I don't remember what they referenced for age, but if this like 18-year-old girl is like suddenly hitting on somebody in Stephanie's grade, that might be a problem.
I actually think Stephanie is 36 years old in this book. It's not actually listed. That's what I'm picturing. I'm picturing her as, you know, she has been married, divorced now, couple of kids.
Are you sure you're not confusing
she's
it
a
with
teacher.
the Fuller House novelization you've been reading?
that very. No, you mean the Fuller House fan fiction I've been writing, sir? Yeah, but we don't have the
We don't have the
liquor license for improv. I'm sorry.
You should do Sweet Valley High.
I should do what?
They're going to Sweet Valley High the whole time.
Sweet Valley. Now you bring up, Natalie. You bring up a very good point. Sweet Valley High. Well, actually, in this, I don't know if it's in the same universe. Is Sweet Valley High the same as Babysitter's Club?
Yeah.
In the same world. Okay.
Same.
My son has started to read the Babysitter's Club. My friend Lindsay McDonald Dorsey, who's a good friend of this show, she gave him the first 4 books of the Babysitter's Club series, and he started he's almost through the first book now, but we started watching the Netflix series, and it's a lot of high drama in that, and it's really exciting. I'm pretty sure that that's 2020's Downton Abbey. If you'll allow me to make a prediction, Downton Abbey is out.
Way ahead of that curve.
It is. It's so dramatic. Josh Kangas says something to the effect of, "I watched Full House as a kid. My mom didn't approve. When I asked why, she said because that show sucks." Well, you know what, Josh Kangas, you know what? I don't like talking smack about anybody's mom, but your mom is cray cray, and that show is bomb.com, and always has been, always will.
Josh, I never liked that show either.
Oh. Whoa.
Whoa, that's a hot take.
You were either two schools. You were either a Full House kind of person, or you liked Family Matters.
Family Matters is way better.
No?
The writing in Family Matters was better, but eventually it just became about Urkel.
Yeah,
you know,
it did.
Oh, I lost track after a while, but for at least the first 3-4 seasons, that show was great.
Yeah, well, because it was more about the whole family, and I think the daughter was the main character initially, and then America just turned its eyes towards Steve Urkel, and waited for him to transition into Stefan Urkel, and
it was true. That's very true. It's true. We were getting oh my god.
I still gauge my cool. I still gauge coolness as are they Stefan Urkel cool, or are they Uncle Jesse cool? I don't know. Basically, my whole life revolves around 90s TGIF, and I need help and friends. So thanks for being here, guys. This is more of an intervention for me than anything.
If you'd like to offer Andy help and/or friendship, contact him now.
Speaking of friendship, let's bring our first comic up. My God, I shouldn't be allowed to do this. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't know what number show this is, but let's just say it's number 5 Bajillion, and let's also bring Joe Christensen. He just joined us. Hi, Joe. Welcome back.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey. I'm sorry you don't have the chance to chime in, but Patty,
I wasn't allowed to watch any of that.
Actually, Patty Hall just asked a very important question. First timer here, will there be any stand-up tonight?
Burn, Andrew.
It's a sick burn, Patty Hall. Thank you so much for joining us.
See, we earned our stand-up through long introductions.
We do. All that being said, I hope you have a delicious beverage in front of you, ladies and gentlemen. And please enjoy the comedic stylings of Mr. David Harris, your first comic of the night.
And to answer that lady's question, no. Is there a way? Can I see the other performers, or are we not doing it that way?
No, we can't really see it unless we do this.
Yeah, is that okay to do it that way?
I mean, if everybody's cool with that, usually I take off my clothes during sets.
Oh, but that's actually what. Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. That's why.
You know what? I'm just gonna sit here like this, stoic, and just nod.
All right, I'm gonna put a post-it note over that part. Just over all the mini one. My principal in high school, he got very excited about mini post-it notes because I was in his homeroom because I did morning announcements, not because I was a bad kid. I'm a bad kid now, but he had little post-its he would write the announcements on. He would get so excited, and it would be like pages and pages. And I'm like, why are you using such a tiny notepad? And he's like, I like it. You are weird. I didn't say that because I didn't want to stay in there longer than the announcements. But anyway, that's not what I came here to talk about. I'm actually here because I want people to like me, and so that's why I do stand-up. Yeah, that's why I do stand-up. I think that's because, like, growing up, my parents they liked me, but they struggled with each other. Like, I think that's why I kind of chose performing, because like they were actually they would fight a lot, and I wanted to do and so that's over my dad's job and money, and so that's why I actually chose magic to begin with, because I was like, don't look over here at this crazy family. Look over here at this crazy magician. Like, like that was part of what my thing was. And now I do comedy, so it's like now, because they got divorced. So now it's like, don't look over here at this crazy comedian. Look over here at this crazy comedian. Like, so that's what I'm about. But yeah, my parents fought all the time. And I think it's because of my dad's job, and my mom would always be like, do I have to do everything around here? You know, and my dad would be like, yeah. And so, like, I'm worried now as a crazy comedian or whatever that's going to happen in my relationships, you know? So, like, I'm worried, like, that's why I don't have one. Because I'm worried that that's going to happen to me. I'm like, yeah, don't look over here. We did that joke. But anyway, the relationship I do have is with T-Mobile. And that's my main relationship. And we have fights sometimes. And I'm like, and they're like, I'm like, do I have to do everything around here? Like, yes. Welcome to T-Mobile. I'm like, okay, we can't help you. But same thing with my roommate, actually. I'm like, do I have to do everything around here? He's like, yeah, I'm 27. So anyway, that should have ended with a T-Mobile joke. You guys are right. Should have ended before I started this set. But anyway, my mom and dad would also argue over like what my mom called my dad's fanaticisms, you know? Like my mom would be like, why are you, like at the dinner table, she'd be like, why are you mixing the A1 and the 57 and the dressings? He's like, it's fine. What? You know, and I would be like, yeah, why is he doing that? And like, I would take my mom's side, you know, that's what you got to do. And now I'm worried. That's why I don't have a relationship. I'm worried I'm going to be out at like a restaurant, and my date's going to be like, why is he eating Worcestershire sauce? And I'm going to be like, I guess I'll just get the check. So, what else can I tell you that's embarrassing? Oh yeah, I have a little bit of a temper. Did that show right? I actually hurt my neck there, but I actually, like, growing up, I would have a little bit of a temper too. Like my dad and I would play tennis. I'm not trying to brag that we weren't that fancy, but I had a couple rackets. And, I broke all of them. My dad would be like, I'd be like, why don't you let me win? God damn it. And I just break the racket. So I don't know how long that lasted. Is there anything funny on this? There's nothing over here, by the way. I'm just looking because I'm nervous. There's nothing on this sheet. Okay, this is actually my homework from high school, but it's fine. Actually, I do have an SAT book back here. I swear to God, do you guys still have shit in your room from like childhood? Oh, God. I didn't even take the SAT. I didn't even take the goddamn thing. Morgan, that's a test we used to take back in the day.
Oh God, I took the SATs.
Oh, do they still have them? Yeah, she's like, I passed. I passed that shit. No, that's why I couldn't go to the University of Wisconsin because of test scores. But that's not what I came here to talk about. My mom and dad would argue over my dad's quirks a lot too. Like, my dad, for some reason, when growing up, he would always try to separate. This is just funny to me, but he would just separate his napkins at a restaurant, like a paper napkin. He'd be like separated, and we'd all be like, why are you doing this? And I think it's because he grew up in, like, his mom was in the Depression, right? Okay. And I think he had some sort of depression. Peeling napkins, maybe it was like an OCD. I think it was also just because he liked to use one in his hand and one for his lap. And then, like, throwing it all over everywhere if he could peel a first. But, like, I don't know why he had so many fucking napkins. Like, when I went to his house as an adult, like, when we moved him into assisted living, I'm like, there are 50,000 napkins. He would hoard that shit, too. And he'd be like, actually, there's 100,000. If you separate them correctly. Sometimes my dad and I would bond. I don't want to brag again, but on a rare occasion, we would bond over like food language or food and his like special language around food. Like, he'd be like, David, let's go over to Holiday. Back in the day, Holiday was not just a gas station; it was also a grocery store. So you know how good it was. So he'd be like, David, let's go over to Holiday and get some of those junk ribs. And they were just like, I'm like, you mean the shitty ribs? And he's like, so I'd be like, all right. I mean, we didn't care. It was because it was like a time to hang out with my dad and eat the ribs, which actually they paid us to eat, which was great. Here, have some of our junk ribs. Guys, when you're performing, don't say a lot. It's really freaking distracting. Thank you. I'll tell you, I'm going to blame the reason I'm a worry, neurotic, crazy person on my mom, because growing up, my mom, when I was 5 years old, one of my earliest memories is that technically, she thinks I stole a pack of gum from the store because I put it on the belt and she paid for it and didn't know till we got home. And then she made me take it, but she's like, we're going back and we're going to talk to the police. I'm like, ah! And actually, we went back to the store and the lady's like, if you do that again, we will get an officer here. I'm like, oh my God. So like now every time like I go anywhere and I got to pay for something, there's part of my brain, like a gas, like if I pay for the gas outside, part of my brain's like, I'm not stealing this gas. I want everyone to know. So I'll like go back in, even though I don't have to pay in, I'll go back and get a snack that's actually just because I need a snack. But I'll go in there and I'll be like, I just want you to know. And I'm like, also, do you guys have any gum? Like, I don't know. That's not. I'm going to talk to Joe Christensen about finishing that joke one day, but that'll be the way he'll help me. So, you guys, that was really good to end on that piece of shit. He's gonna put a bullet in my head and then go chew some and swallow some gum.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Humans of the internet, give it up for David Harris.
Yay! David Harris. We got before you go, look who decided to join us, Mr. Joe Cocazello.
Hey guys.
Joe Cocazello in the house. Now, guys, I don't know if you're watching the online comments like I am, but Joe Kangas says clap clap clap, and Alina Mostova, she says LOL. That means laugh out loud if you don't speak Klingon. But I also want to point out that Patty Hall asks again, will there be any stand-up tonight?
Oh, burn.
Yes.
She's dead to me. She's dead to you, Andrew.
Just kidding. That was just the same quote about me.
Oh.
I just have the power to post that whenever I want. I'm just gonna screenshot that. Will there be any stand-up? Will there?
I bought it.
I don't know. Louise Markert says, "That's my kid, Natalie Markert." I'm just impressed that parents understand what the internet is. My mom thinks that Facebook is email, so that's it doesn't. She's not watching this. She gets the basic cable package and she's happy. So
past Louise.
Yeah. No, Louise, just remember that Venmo link down at the bottom of the screen. I'm not saying moms are usually independently wealthy, but they usually have more money than their kids, and treat it like an allowance. We'll make sure that Natalie gets that, and there you go. Josh Kangas asks, "Is Coco hosting an art history podcast?" I don't know if is he asking that because your wall looks like an Applebee's, or
I haven't gone up yet.
Roasted.
the Marlin in the background, like people have,
Yeah,
who
doesn't have a Marlin on their wall?
Marlin, my God, I don't even, how does one get a Marlin?
Wall needs a giant dead fish that looks like a weapon.
It could be used as a weapon.
It is kind of scary when I fall asleep on the couch and I wake up and that's just staring up at you, like at any moment can Final Destination right through you. Like,
the amount of chemicals you do, Joe, I imagine you've had conversations with that fish.
That fish is a very good conversationalist.
Tobacco use only.
As much.
Mm-hmm. Joe, I had that same thing. I used to have a Batman, like a Batman costume on a mannequin torso,
that was so cool.
Sitting in the corner of my house, and I would fall asleep in the lights. I didn't turn the lights on. I would wake up and I thought that there was a person standing in the corner of my house, and I would freeze. I would regularly, and that's the thing. It wouldn't happen just once. It was like 5 or 6 times before I realized maybe I shouldn't have the fucking Batman in my corner because I'm afraid of this.
You just get robbed by somebody dressed as Batman.
More. Louise said she's too old for an allowance. That's cold-blooded. Oh man! Wow, we are not old. Too old.
But she is exactly the right age for patronage.
That's true. That is true. That is true. Michael Burns is hungry for shitty ribs, David. To be honest, so am I. But ribs are one of the few things I can have with diabetes. I get to, I can indulge in low carb entrees. all I want. I want to plug a show that our own J Money the Motherfucking Hawk is in, starting this Friday, July 17th. Murder on the Mississippi. It is hosted by Fearless Comedy Productions, and it's going to be 73 and partly sunny, partly cloudy on Friday, which is perfect for an online show like this. Thanks, Facebook, for telling us. If I'm looking at the event page, that was hilarious only with me. Anyhow, I just posted the event on the Monday Night Comedy Show Facebook page, so please check it out and say that you're going. Don't say that you're interested in events. That helps no one. That
just take that thing down.
People live in
right off the bat here. I've been interested.
Interesting. And also a note: if you have a household with multiple people and you want to see the show, because you're playing it on a device, you basically only need to buy one ticket to get to see it for like however many people are in your household. So
it's
that
like
helps
drive-ins back in the 50s when people would sneak into the trunk and put blankets over them in the back seat. And only pay for the one person driving, and there was like 15 people in the back, so they could watch American Graffiti. That's how it used to be. We live in a glorious age, ladies and gentlemen.
That's why the car companies are making those trunks smaller. So you
Exactly.
You can't squeeze as many friends into the drive-in.
It's a conspiracy. We're like a current affair back in like 1990. We are tackling the big problems in society, and we only, our front is a comedy showcase. What we really are is just a news magazine for the people.
If
this was a news magazine, this would be hard copy.
What? Everybody was talking.
If this was a news magazine, it would be hard copy.
Yeah.
At best.
Yes, it would. Anyway, speaking of hard copy, that's called a segue. We are bringing the hard-hitting comics of today and the future here at the Monday Night Comedy Show. Sarah McPeck is our next comic, and she has not performed at the online version yet. So let's make her not regret this decision. We are going to make her put your hands together for Sarah McPeck, ladies and gentlemen. Sarah McPeck!
How is everybody doing today? Let's give it up for David Harris. Thank you for having us, Andrew, and putting this together. It really wasn't something I was looking forward to today, but now that I'm here, I'm really happy to be here. No. My 20-year-old flew in from Florida today. So we are. My mother has been having to have her at her house, and it's kind of interesting co-parenting with your mother, a 20-year-old, and my mom. My daughter's awesome, and maybe not all kids just like shoot right off after high school, and she's just been needing a little help, but she still has the attitude of she is in charge of everything, even though she does not pay for anything. Sometimes my mom will call and say, "Yeah, Alexis, she can be pretty aggressive." Like, tell me more. I think my mom thought that my daughter was going to go down there and she was going to show me. And she's back. I'm just saying. 4 months later, she's back. She has the option to return. So a couple things I thought I'd do tonight, since you guys are also hanging out in my bedroom. Super exciting place. I've been kind of inspired by a lot of people doing like adult children's book online. Have you guys seen other comedians reading those? No? Maybe. Yeah. I wrote my own.
Oh, awesome.
All right.
It's called The Big Book of Love. Can you guys hear me pretty well?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep
Sort
talking.
of.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is the best I can do with my internet connection at home, so.
It's good. You're good.
Yeah.
Okay. The Big Book of Love by Sarah McPeck. Someday you may. Oh, I'm not in film. Okay, here we go. Someday you may meet someone who always makes you laugh, who picks you up when you are down like a mama giraffe. And I'd like you to see my drawings because I did this one. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. This is so weird. Okay. Someday you may meet someone who loves all the things you do, who accepts you for who you are, and accepts your mother too. And then there, that's this is my mother.
Oh God.
My mother's a life coach.
Oh goodness.
Probably why I'm here right now. What that means for me is one day it's going to be a total Grey Garden situation in Florida. I'm saying, I could have been someone, Mama. I could have been someone. And she would say, if wishes were horses. Anyways, back to my book. The Big Book of Love. Someday you may meet someone who thinks of you all the time, who always has your back and would help you with a crime. And then that's a shovel.
That's awesome.
Here we go. Right, here I am. Someday you may meet someone that fits just like a glove. You think this is it. I'm gonna fall in love. Don't. It's a lie. It's hormones. You're probably not going to work out. You're going to end up alone masturbating anyways.
Yes.
Just save yourself. Don't do it. You can tell how well my dating has gone this year. Been some very high highs and some very excruciating lows. You can probably all relate since you're comedians. I kind of just feel like I'm going to do some new stuff for you guys. We all know that I'm not a singer. I'm a comedian. So with that caveat, I'm going to sing you a song I wrote about the pandemic. How do you feel?
Awesome.
Yeah. Wow. That's funny.
So this is really out of my register. Not sure why I picked that. We're going to go with it.
Great.
It's pretty excruciating in some parts. I mean, I'm aware of this. You guys are just going to have to go with me. It's in the tune of Petula Clark's Downtown. So I don't know if you guys remember that song from the 60s.
Yep.
Or 50s. Downtown.
Yeah.
Downtown.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Here we go. When COVID's around and things are making you down, you can always go nowhere. When a pandemic's afoot, all the masks and the germs, it's probably good to go nowhere. Feel free to jump in when you get this.
Yeah.
Here we go. Just keep on checking Facebook at the top of every hour. No need to curl your hair for that fact shower. Why do you care? The highs are so much higher when you can jump in your car, hang out with some friends, and go nowhere. Don't hesitate to go nowhere. Whether you're rich or poor, nowhere. It's just what we've got to do. Okay, here we go, guys. Ready? Nowhere. Sing with me. Nowhere. Here we go. Don't let your face frown and let your wrinkles annoy you. Those crow's feet aren't going nowhere. Baby, so manly mask for the bros, 'cause we just can't go down.
Oops.
Yes.
Here we go.
Yes.
Just keep on making TikToks and drinking Pepsi Cola. You'll be making out with strangers when Corona's over. Strangers or friends. The highs are so much higher when you can jump in your car, go out with some friends. Here we go, ready? Without COVID. Without COVID. 'Cause it's still a threat, you know. COVID. Don't let your guard down, y'all. COVID. It's time to buy a bike now.
COVID.
So, hold on a second.
Nowhere.
Here's a kazoo instrumental.
Oh my gosh, yes. Okay. Yes.
Last verse. I can't remember how it goes. If you don't find somebody to love and stand beside you, a person that you can love that will sanitize their hands too, don't feel bad. You're gonna be alone forever, just like me. So maybe I'll see you when we can get back on Grindr and hook up with some men and go somewhere. We're gonna hang out night somewhere. Under 10, alright. Somewhere. Pride is still waiting for you.
Beautiful.
How moving, right? We all kind of suffered together. That was exciting.
It's great to see you again, McPeck.
Wonderful.
That was magical.
Apparently we have some notes because there are some funny people in the audience. We got
Absolutely.
Michael Burns, last verse, epilogue, everybody dies. Massless, fade to black. That's nice. Dark. I think that even made us go whoa. Also for Michael, as a Marvel fan, speaking of nowhere this much is unnerving. Just waiting for Thanos to make bubbles shoot out of my gun. Okay. All right. Careful there, chick magnet. All right.
Girlfriend in
A
quotes.
little heady.
Right.
My
Notice
goodness. That was really fun.
He had to rub it in and talk about his girlfriend.
Right, exactly.
Thank you, Sarah.
Whatever. Yeah.
That was awesome.
Thank
Can I ask, does anyone else have a parody song? Because I
are there?
And I go way late.
You do.
Probably have.
So I've been waiting. I'm like, you blew my mind. That was great. I love downtown.
Hell
now
yeah!
I'm not going to be able to sing the regular
Everybody,
version.
that was David Harris. David Harris and my prom song, actually. Because I'm pretty sure that David and I are the same age, and we.
Could someone take those two photos and meld them together? Can they cut the girls out of each of your photo and just smash you two together?
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure we can do that.
You know what? Thanks for revealing that. I really appreciate that.
Actually, I think David, my prom song was "Wonderful Tonight." I think was one of that. It was one of those cliched songs that everybody loved.
I hate that song so much.
Good Lord. Anyway, but I think Sarah actually had to go actually hang out with her child who's visiting. But I did want to comment the fact that she says that she has a 20-year-old kid. I don't buy for a hot second, because Sarah that means that Sarah must have had her child when she was 7 fucking years old, and that I don't know what. Like whatever clean living she's doing is working. My God,
clean living.
Shit.
So much
and also,
fun.
I'm jealous of. She actually has a matching duvet set. What the hell? Is that how grown-ups are supposed to live? I mean,
what do you have?
Andy,
I can only imagine.
I will buy you one, Andy.
A duvet. Oh my God.
The Batman duvet matches.
David, I will invite you over and do a photo shoot on the duvet that you buy me.
I have to go.
Go prepare and go to Bed Bath and Beyond. Oh my God. So who's next? I don't know. Let's have
3, 4.
I'm trying to find. Whoa. What's going on? Whoa. I'm sorry. Well, let's have Louise Markert's daughter perform. I do have to shout before we bring on Louise's kid. I want to say thank you to Josh Kangas for donating to Venmo and tipping the performers, so everybody gets something tonight. Yay, thank you, Josh. But ladies and gentlemen, let's make our hands do the clappy time for Natalie Markert, ladies and gentlemen.
Yay. I don't know if I should clap. Hello, friends. So most of thanks, Mom. Yeah. All right. I know it's getting close to your bedtime, Mom, so I'll try and make it. Thanks, Michael. All right, let's see. So recently I was diagnosed, maybe a couple of you, I know that Andy had mentioned last week that he said a couple of kind words about Crohn's disease. So I was recently diagnosed with Crohn's disease. And one of the things I found out about Crohn's disease is that you can be stressed out. And as most of you know, maybe you don't know, your symptoms will get much worse when you have Crohn's disease if you get stressed out. And this is the year of fucking 2020. Usually I'm pretty easygoing. I'm kind of like a hippie. It's like, oh yeah, whatever. And, but I'm like fucking over it. Okay. And so for cathartic reasons of therapeutic, just medicinal release, all the things that make me pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Natalie's list of pet peeves. Number 1. When cat owners tell me that their cat is just like a dog. No, it's not. Pretty sure, and I know a lot of you are nodding along like, oh yeah, my cat's like a dog. No, your cat's not like a dog. Your cat is not like a dog. It doesn't go woof. It goes meow. Therefore, it is a cat. And don't tell me, please fetch. Well, cool. Well, sometimes dogs perch on things, but that does not make them cats. Okay? That's number 1. Riddles. I don't freaking care about riddles. Oh, and don't worry about swears. My mom taught me all of these swears. She knows. I'm fucking right. Riddles. Anyway. Riddles. If I own a white elephant, gives birth to 5 babies, how many animals are in the room? It turns out 17 because you didn't count the giraffe. Who fucking cares, man? What do I get at the end of the freaking, like, what is my benefit of knowing that? Like, I don't get smarter. I just get more pissed off because why are you wasting my time with this riddle? Like, I don't know. I don't have any. There's no benefit to know. Oh, it turns out mysteriously there's 19 animals. You got it wrong. And I always get them wrong because I'm like, fucking, who cares? I don't give a shit. Mom, you can appreciate this one. It's on the line of riddles. Unnecessarily complicated and wordy math problems. If Jimmy is driving in a boat at 5 miles per hour, what time is he going to get to San Francisco if he goes through the fucking Panama Canal? Who cares? I don't care. When am I going to ever need to know that? And they were like, oh, you're never going to have the calculator in your pocket. Oh, bullshit. I got this. I'm never going to have a calculator to help me out with those situations. Well, technology, bitches. Only they had a crystal ball. You have to figure this out. No calculators. There's still tests to this day, like the SAT book behind David. No calculator. Right here. Here is my calculator. I can do this. Math. Bullshit. On the same line of, school subjects are grammatical errors. Now, don't get me wrong. I do believe that Black Lives Matter is a very worthwhile thing to post about, to protest. I mean, it's definitely a change that has been a long time coming. But your message is very strongly taken away from when your post is spelled out, I can't breath. Breath? Really? Like, there's so many spell checks and different things. It's not I can't breath, okay? I'm pretty sure we're evolved enough to understand the internet and how things work. So just check your shit before you post it. I can't breathe. There's an E at the end. That's my only, it's a little bit of a grammar Nazi. Okay, let's see. Next thing that's up. Having a full-blown panic attack and having someone tell you to just calm down.
Yeah. Fuck that, man.
Just calm down. Yeah, exactly. Fuck that, man. Oh, just calm down and don't worry so much. Oh, you're not my asshole, but I wish I could help it, Probably too TMI. How about the entire presidential election of 2020? Like, it's going to be a dial-up modem versus like a fax machine? It's not going to be a good there's no good choices. I vote for a potato. Like, Kanye comes in as a picture, and I'm actually scratching my head over, like, well, maybe Kanye. No, these can't be the options. Not today. We really need somebody right now. This can't be it, man. Like, you're telling me this is it? I vote potato. I don't know. I don't like that one. Okay.
I got a tag for you.
And just all together, people who were in 2016, like, oh my gosh, everybody's dying. Oh, I really miss David Bowie. Blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, well, like, everybody's dying now. So, like, maybe put things into perspective here. The fact that the internet exists and you can educate yourself on literally everything. If you look hard enough, there is scientific research in why you should wear a mask. There are fluid dynamicists and scientists and medical people who have published scientific papers on why you need to wear a mask. But Kyle, who runs a gym and is an MMA fighter guy, is like telling me why I'm a sheeple because I want to wear one. Like, you had your head beaten in for a living, but this guy over here is a fluid dynamicist, so maybe he knows what he's talking about a little bit more than you do. Just a quick thought off the top of my head. You can literally research this stuff. Like, all the information is right there in front of you. It's the internet. You have a wellspring of knowledge that human beings didn't have previously. We're so lucky as a generation just to be able to have this access to knowledge. Mm-hmm. And there's so many fucking stupid people who don't understand why you have to wear a mask on your face. Really? Especially for people like me who have Crohn's disease, and it's like, I'm just learning about this stuff, and they're like, oh, you have to take all these medications to like dumb down your immune system, which is like the last thing you want to hear in a pandemic. But yeah, tell me again how hard it is for you to breathe in your little face mask there, Stephanie. You know, like crap. All right, I didn't get a lot of laughs on that one. Let me tell you. Let's see, racism and white people who don't understand it. Sexism and why men don't understand it. White racist women whining and screaming about nothing. I mean, Jesus. I am a white woman, and it's so like every time that I see it's like, God, another one. Like eventually we're even have anything to go off of. They're just gonna be like, oh, she's crazy right from the start. They're just gonna be like, it's gonna be the flip to the switch. Like they're gonna, I'll be in a rowboat stranded on a river, and they'll be like, oh no, she doesn't understand because she's just some dumb white broad. For nothing. And I'm like, help me, help. Like, no, really help. And they won't fucking believe me because I'm just like, because everybody's ruining it. Anyways, so like these things, why? Why are you here on my shirt? Why? What is your purpose? Do you serve? And I don't have fucking pockets on the pants. Why do women have to make a case and have pockets on their pants? Or I want pockets on fucking everything. I don't want the option. I want the option to be, maybe you don't want pockets. Like, put pockets on it. This, I don't care if it's like lingerie. Put pockets on. Put pockets. Is it so hard? Is it so hard to do? Pockets. Okay, let's see what else is like off the top of my head stuff now, because this is all stuff that I wrote down. Does anybody else have anything that makes them mad?
Math?
Yeah. I know, right? Extra cargo pants. Oh, sorry. Jeez. Pockets for days. Thank you, Abby. Pockets for days. Any viewers have anything that makes them mad?
Yeah, wait for my set.
Mom. Oh my God. It's like a roast. Mom, don't do me. Don't do me, because people will get confused on what that means. You're my mom. BMW drivers, totally. The pricks are on the inside. What's the difference between a BMW driver and a porcupine? The pricks are on the inside. You don't like that one? Was it an easy one? All right. Let's see. What else? I had so many things that I was thinking about. For some reason, I'm just drawing a blank.
Oh, Mom strikes again. I mean, it's hilarious.
Mom, get back!
Go deep.
Mom's killing it.
Praise it, please.
Oh shit!
Mom is aggressive.
What? Hamsters? What? Your mom's on fire, Nat.
Oh, Mom!
Hold on, maybe they had hamsters. Maybe they had hamsters. She's trying to get her to tell the hamster story.
Is there a hamster story?
One time I tried to convince my mom, and I'm the youngest of 4 kids, so you have to have you have to have mercy on this poor soul. So my mom, one time, I tried to get her to buy me a Venus flytrap, which was like $5, at the time. But she was like, I'm like, hey Mom, look at this Venus flytrap. When she dragged me to the flower store against my will, Mom. Okay, I didn't want to go. I went, and all I wanted was this Venus flytrap. And her biggest line for this Venus flytrap is she goes, I bought your brother a Venus flytrap. Both your sisters had a Venus flytrap. If I buy you a Venus flytrap, you're just going to kill it anyways. And I was like, well, geez, this is why I have hamsters. That was everything. Because after 5 dead hamsters and Venus flytraps, she's like, no, you don't get one because you're just going to kill it anyway. She's probably laughing at right now. I think that just about wraps up my rants for. Thanks so much.
Give it up for
Natalie Markert! Woo! Woo! Hey, we're bringing on Karen Pickering. Just joined us, ladies and gentlemen. Karen Pickering. Great job. Wait,
does straps you hate on your shirt? If you have hangers with these little clips, you're supposed to.
I love this. I love that Kruger knows this.
Your question
on those clips.
I have non-slip hangers. There is no.
Cut them off, Natalie.
Cut them off.
I just want everybody to know that
Did you just Hogan that?
that inadvertently, guys. Okay, you know what? All right, here we go. Louise Markert has the T-shirt phrase of the week. Do me, it's hilarious. Tied with go deep. We're just gonna go with go deep. I like go deep. We're going deep with Louise. That is the T-shirt phrase that pays. So if anybody owns a screen printing shop, please make those T-shirts for us. And
Thank you.
She actually has that embroidered on something.
And I don't know why Karen would keep this private just to the group and not the internet at large, but she has extra cargo pants that she can give you. But a lot of compliments for you, Natalie. Awesome set from Michael Burns. That was epic. Velcro crash site. Louise is she's just doing non sequiturs. Dixie Stampede.
What the shit?
What does this mean?
I want to know the Dixie Stampede story.
Louise.
What is that?
Can I tell you the story of She wouldn't take me to Dolly Parton's Dixie Stampede when she drove me down to South Carolina, and I had a huge fit about it.
She wouldn't? Wait, she would not tell you? She would not bring you to that? Oh,
no.
She has more. Now she's getting drunk. You can thank me for no wire. Thank you, Mommy Dearest.
Yes.
Mommy Dearest.
Moms are great. Oh my
no
God,
more wire hangers. All right. Oh my God. Louise is a hidden gem and great
They
set.
need to go on the road
Natalie,
together, Andrew.
this actually, your set reminds me of a new bit we're going to do at the Monday Night Comedy Show called Andy Does a Word Problem. Here we go. Akiak is preparing to go fishing for his village. Each day, his dog sled can carry 12 baskets of fish with 400 fish in each basket. Akiak estimates that 40% of the fish he catches will be sculpin. My question to you is, if we didn't know this word problem was about fish, would you know what a sculpin is?
Okay.
Couldn't they have just said trout? Anyway.
Maybe they're trying to stay true to the region.
Yeah.
No, they have to come up with this shit. That's what makes me mad. And then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, there was a monkey hidden up my ass, so you didn't call for that animal." Like,
and also, it wasn't Barry that was doing the fishing; it was Okanek or whatever his name was.
Akiak. All right, some more compliments from Abby. Your mom is amazing.
She
and
is.
no, she's no, I'm not.
No.
I love your mom.
No.
God.
Josh Kangas says, "Damn, Louise, this is funny." God, this is so funny. Oh, what we got an update about BMW. from Michael. BMW announced that they're going to charge subscription fees for features and options in the car this past week. Now you can pay monthly to be an asshole. Hey-o!
Hey.
Go deep! Go deep!
Oh my God.
Louise Markert says go deep. Oh my God. Believe it or not, we're only halfway through the show, ladies and gentlemen. I would love all of you to start clapping your hands wildly and making lots and lots of noises for our wonderful friend, Mr. Joe Christensen, your next comic.
Thanks, everybody. How you guys doing?
Hey, good.
Yeah, good. Okay, well, I got some more jokes. So my cousin got really offended that I wore blue jeans to his mom's funeral. I'm guessing it's because she died by the cold hand of the notorious serial killer known in the papers as the Blue Jean Strangler. It's usually embarrassing to have your pants pulled down at work, but it isn't for my cousin Ricky. He's a product tester for belts, so it's just part of the job. My sister hates that she's named after the month she was born. Yeah, her name is Latin History Month Christensen. I think the hardest thing I think the smartest thing I've done financially this past year is buy a bidet. It saved me $100 on toilet paper and $300 on dates. It's weird they care about stats at youth soccer games. Like, I remember this jerk asked me how many beers I had. Okay. I got really high. I got too high while trying to make meatballs. I accidentally made meat ultimate frisbees. I like the idea of burial by sea. I also like the idea of jet skiing by one and offering my condolences. I figured out the trick to make your dates want to see you naked. Wear pleated khaki shorts. They'll prefer even the most disappointing butt and genitals to that shit. Okay. I don't know if it's irresponsible, but I've been inviting people over to my backyard that have COVID. Especially ones that are running fevers. At least of like 100, up to like 105 degrees. I figured out it's the cheapest way I can heat my hot tub. Okay.
Oh my God.
Gross.
That's so gross.
Mickey Mouse is a huge jerk. How big of a jerk is he? All right. Because Donald Duck is obviously in the Navy, and I've seen all those cartoons, and not once has Mickey thanked Donald for his service.
Right.
I'm working on becoming more positive. Like, every morning I look in the mirror and I say 5 things that I like about mirrors. I would never get one of those CPAP machines. CPAP machines are for fucking nerds. Yeah. I just hire sexy people to come blow in my mouth. I figured out the secret to not getting stuck in a line for Space Mountain for 2 hours. The secret is stop going to Disney as an adult, you freaking creep. Porn is so unrealistic. Like, sure, I might have sex with the pizza delivery guy, but I'm for sure eating that pizza first.
Yeah.
I hope I get to write my own vows, because I'll probably just steal them from a movie like Fight Club. And I'll be like, first rule of marriage. You're not allowed to tell anyone we're married. His name was Robert Paulson. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
We're worried my brother is into risky sexual behavior. He just financed his sex dungeon with a subprime loan. I can't read. Okay. My girlfriend doesn't like sleeping at my place because I sleep with my favorite childhood toy. You know, one of those kids' basketball hoops with the blue adjustable. You know, dolls give girls unrealistic body image, but they also do that for boys too. Like I remember one Christmas I got one of those Stretch Armstrong dolls, and then I ripped my brother's arm off. I can't count the number of times my girlfriend has said she has a headache when I think we're about to get down. I'm worried it's because of my foreplay. Like specifically when I get really excited and start going, ah. Okay. I'll just end it with that. I'm done. Thanks, Kroger.
Joe, good job. Awesome. As usual, you've done very well for yourself, Joe.
Hey.
Got some comments here. One, Bailey Renee says, rad, and you got some advice for. He's writing. I like how Michael's writing fan fiction for everybody.
I
don't know when Abby added this. Who wouldn't, or what it was in regards to, but she raises a good question. Who wouldn't? There you go.
So, like, the pizza guy joke makes a lot of sense because, like, one of those things is going to stay hot and one of those things is not going to stay hot.
That's true. Speaking of that, go deep! Go deep! Love it! Love it! Go deep. My God, I want Louise Markert to be in the audience for every show.
Every show. Yeah.
Every single show. It's outstanding. Just a quick reminder, if you do have the means and are watching, would like to tip some comics that you're seeing tonight, because I'm having a hell of a good time. I hope you are too. But if you have the means, please send some Venmo money our way, and we'll be able to split the cost of doing this very expensive Monday Night Comedy show. This is like, I know you've heard of NPR, but our costs are triple what theirs are in a given week. You think that the production costs of All Things Considered and Fresh Air are through the roof? No, the Monday Night Comedy show actually is what's most expensive, and we need your help through Venmo, so we can send comics up to $5.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, fine, whatever. You know what? It's obvious my internet is lagging during my everything that I'm saying, and you guys aren't getting it, but I understand. Anyway, to hell with all of you. Oh, who's next? I like this one. Yeah. A comic so nice, she's doing the show twice in as many weeks. Put your hands together for Morgan Pearson, ladies and gentlemen. Yes.
Hey y'all. The 1800s, am I right? Segues. So I just want to say I'm grateful for the 1800s because that's when thermostats were created, and it's been so like humid and shitty out. So I'm just like thankful for air conditioning. I think comics are like we're like thermostats, right? Like we read the temperature of the room and then we like adjust the heat, ramp it up until we can get to the abortion jokes. I have 3 abortion jokes prepared for you guys. The first one is Trump thinks an abortion bill is a bill he owes.
Oh.
Sorry. We'll keep going. I don't have any other real abortion jokes. I just Googled what rhymes with abortion. 96% near rhyme. Abortion is your son, but it's not your son. It's a fetus. If you don't know me, my name is Morgan, and I'm adopted. And my third, they're really abortion facts, to be honest. The 29th word that rhymes with abortion is Morgan, which is my own name, and that's offensive. No, so like the thing with loving air conditioning is like in summer, if you work in an office, they like blast that shit so it's freezing cold. But there's this like idea in America that all women should be like pale, frail, and like in summer they need like an office blanket, like it's always cold. And I think that's total bullshit. Office blankets to me, they're like a joke amongst women, like they're like a myth almost. Like it's like ultra light tampons. No one's using those. Like real women, in my opinion, sweat like pigs, and they plug it up with tampons that are larger than toothpicks. Yeah, but I love to control the AC because otherwise I would sweat like my mom does in church. Because my mom's a whore. It's okay. My mom's not on here, so we'll stay from the comments tonight. For me, this like fancy sound makeup took like 45 fucking minutes. So without like the AC plus the 2 fans going on in my room, I would melt down to look like Jabba the Hutt made out with Harley Quinn. And honestly, if I melted down to that, it'd be fine because my boyfriend's a nerd, so he'll still be hard for me. And he's like, you know, that quintessential like tall, skinny white nerd who like also thinks it's always freezing cold. Like in our house now, because like we're quarantined with COVID, he's like the white chick in our home that always needs an office blanket. For me, if I got up off of my like Ursula-sized ass to blast this AC, my boyfriend, you know, would be Ariel, of course, and I wouldn't steal his voice. I would steal all of his body heat, because he is constantly boiling lava hot to me. And at least if I got rid of that, we could cuddle without me melting and him mistaking it for me being wet. I know, I wrote the longest jokes for some reason. But I shouldn't make fun of him being a nerd, because I was, you know, personally a lot worse growing up. I was a goth kid, unfortunately. I was so goth, I'm so sorry. I was so goth, my wrists slit themselves.
Very
You know?
That's very cute. You're so cute.
This is super cute. I was so goth that I loved like everything to be black though. Like I loved my clothes to be black, my glasses to be black. Even all my boyfriends had to be white guys with eyeliner. And he grew up being made fun of for being like a computer nerd, but I grew up being made fun of for being fat and gothic. All the prepping kids would say I was morbidly obese.
Oh.
It's a
finger. It is a finger. Oh, it's a slow walk up to the sad.
I don't know. This is turning into a weird diatribe all of a sudden. But yeah, my boyfriend is like, we're quarantined together, and he's kind of like become everything for me when it comes to jokes. Like I am kind of like the succubus in the relationship, to the point that like, I'm like sucking the life out of him. Like he's so nurtured and like can give love and affection, and I'm a comic, so I'm an awful person. But I think I'm like sucking him dry to the point that like he's going to die soon. Like he's just gonna die first, which is a problem. Like I love him so much that like when I suck his dick, I'm like Dora the Explorer's backpack. I'm just like yum 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 yum. At least he also. But yeah, he's gonna die first, and that's gonna suck. But I've created a plan for when that happens. When he dies, I'm gonna like throw out everything he owns because I don't need that nerd shit except for his clothes. It's like beautiful designer clothing, and I'm going to order a custom Japanese sex doll. Like life insurance, it'll pay for itself, I promise. I'm gonna get a custom Japanese sex doll that looks just like him, and my goal is we'll become internet famous. So I'll like get this doll, dress them up in my boyfriend's designer clothes, and like we'll kind of like tour America, and we'll become a famous couple. And so when BuzzFeed interviews us, they're gonna be like, so it's a Japanese sex doll, right? Yes. It was made in your boyfriend's image? Yes. And then they're going to ask like the best question. And it's made out of like silicone, right? No, it's made out of boyfriend material. And that's what I have, guys.
Humans of the internet giving up for Morgan, dude.
Morgan! Yay! No, not many people believe me, but I was goth too, Morgan. There's not many pictures that prove that, but I just want you to picture me with black hair and pretending I'm not as chipper as I am in real life. Because I am. Anyway, who's up next? We only have 2 comics left. Have you guys had a good time tonight?
Yeah.
Couple of you? Excellent.
Sure did.
Excellent. Me too. I've got a couple of people saying, Morgan, woohoo! Bailey says, awesome. And we love all of you who are watching. We thank you so much, and we hope you enjoy your next 2 comics. Your next comic is new to the scene, has never done comedy before. Put your hands together live from the Applebee's in Owatonna. His name is Joe Cocazello, ladies and gentlemen. Yes!
Oh, it's me. All right, hold on.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Are you eating?
All right.
What are you eating?
All right, how we doing? All right.
It's like a squirrel. Oh my God.
Okay, so
hi, Joe.
hey, how's it going, everybody? I love that.
Hi.
You guys were both goth. Did you guys go through a Jinko jeans phase?
Oh,
Those were some pockets, Natalie.
Nope.
Those are some huge ass fucking. If you want pockets, Natalie, you go to Jinko jeans.
Put a picnic in
Those had the big ass pockets.
Good idea.
So I love the internet. It's like one of my favorite inventions. Because you can instantly find answers to life's most important questions. Like today, I googled who invented putting cheese in the crust of pizza. Like I needed to know that. And there's actually a fight. There's an Italian man who says that his family invented stuffing cheese into the crust of pizza in 1997. But then there's this lady at Pizza Hut who says that she fucking invented stuffed cheese, stuffed crust pizza. So there's a real big fight. There's a to-do. There was a $1 billion lawsuit that the Italian family lost.
Wow.
You've learned so much about the internet. Sometimes I like not Googling stuff and just kind of figuring the answer out. Like I don't know why like, boomerangs were invented. I just like assume it was like some like Aborigine kid whose father left. And he's like, I don't need you. I don't need anyone to play catch with me, Dad.
Right.
So I just turned 39, and they say as you get older, like your body starts to slow down. But I've actually parts of my body are like speeding up. Namely, two areas: the production of nose hair and my farts. I don't know why. I literally turned 39. This started it was like that fucking Tim Allen Santa Claus movie. I fucking mow it every day. Like it's. I spend so much time now in my day like trimming nose hair and like burning incense. Just it's like what I do all day now. I recently I went like there's do you guys know there's an amazing juice company if you go to Brugger's Bagels. I think it's the only place I've ever been able to find. It's called Nantucket Nectars.
Oh yeah.
You guys know about Nantucket? Have you ever have you ever spent so much time in those stupid fucking Brugger's Bagels that you like just start reading stuff anywhere because you're a reader? So I read on the back of the Nantucket Nectars, they have the origin story of how Nantucket Nectars was created. And it's two guys named Todd. They had a peach and a blender, and then they sold this juice from their boat in Nantucket Sound. So, two questions. One, it was two guys named Todd. They were just like it was just like that conversation. It's hey, dude, what's your name, bro? Oh, my name's Todd. I'm trying to start a company. Oh, you're trying to start a company? Dude, I'm trying to start a company. Like, that's crazy. And you're also trying to start a company. What company are you starting, bro? A juice company? Get out, dude. It's bananas. But like, all right, okay, so here's my problem. All I have is this blender. And he's like, well, all I have is this peach. So then it becomes this like... But the question, too, is who the fuck is buying boat juice? Who's buying like fucking just come up all starboard? Yo, what do you got? Like we got it's peach juice. It's peach. That's all we have. We have one peach and this blender. It's a very silly story, but if you have to spend enough time in a fucking Brugger's Bagels, like there's some people out there like that they say that chivalry is dead, and it's not dead. Chivalry is not dead. You just can't expect me to put my suit jacket over the fucking puddle. You know what I mean? Like, do you know how much dry cleaning costs these days? Let's just walk around the fucking puddle. We'll just walk around the puddle. We don't put the jackets in the puddles. Doesn't mean that we're not chivalrous.
Go deep.
Go deep. So I don't send dick pics. My penis sends singing telegrams. Strangers in the night. Okay, so so that brings me to the parody song that I thought I was going to be the only one who have done a parody song about COVID. But so it's set to the tune of that song from The Sound of Music. You guys remember that song? It's like
Which one?
the giving of hugs, the shaking of hands,
Oh, favorite
eating at restaurants, going to see bands, using my Tinder, and having a fling. These were a few of my favorite things. And I just want to like stand in the field and like spin around and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think that there's like every sort of human out there. Like if you actually like search for it, you could find every sort of human. And like this is the one that tell me if you found this one, because this is the one that I'm looking for, like a Pokemon. This is a rare one. The colorblind racist. Right? He doesn't see color, but he still hates the Jews.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
You know what I mean? It's like those slightly darker gray people, not in my neighborhood. Like he's just a real piece of work. The colorblind racist. No, was that too far? Not far enough? Okay. Okay, so I never looked up the right answer on the internet, but I have always assumed the band Chicago was just a group of Midwestern dads that played instruments. These kids finally moved out of the house. Okay, and I'll end on this. So like Mother's Day came and went this year, and it seems everyone this year was getting into it, and getting into Mother's Day. Even that television channel Justice TV. You guys watch Justice TV? They always have like they were running during Mother's Day. They were running a moms and murderers marathon. Like we needed to be reminded of all the mothers that aren't getting chocolates or flowers this year. You know, it's like you back one Volvo into a lake. All right, that's it. I'm done with the night. I think that's
so the internet came right out there.
Joe Cocazello, ladies and gentlemen. Joe Cocazello. Oh my God. Michael Burns has a comment here. Go deep sounds like a boat juice flavor. It's true. It's true. And that's it. I don't know if you guys have ever tried using a blender to chop up fruit. You need more than just a fucking blender
or
to make
a great blender.
You know, one of those like $500 Ninja blenders is what you need. But I doubt they had that on a boat in Nantucket Harbor. But
you need
anyway, there's some sort of like a sieve kind of thing to get all the chunkies out, you know. And I don't know. What do I know from juice? I'm not a
boat juice.
I'm not a multi-million-dollar boat juice company. So
And who gets boat juice and is like, oh, but there's chunkies.
This is why I don't work in their marketing department. I call it chunkies, and it's gross. People find me repellent in pretty much every way, so that's why I don't get out much. But one thing, if I could get out much, I would get out to see our final comic of the night. Put your hands together for Karen Pickering, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. You guys, it's so good to be here. I'm in my kitchen. I was outside at the fire with my Lutheran and our daughter Salem. I'm here in the kitchen now. Not that it's important. You guys are so funny, and I don't know how many of you are working your day jobs. Is everybody? I'm back to work.
Yeah.
I'm back to work. And we have to wear a mask. Awesome. And then the people coming in have to wear a mask. So you know what we're dealing with. We're dealing with the contrary people, the people that don't really want to do it. And they like to test you. They like to walk up to the door and touch their lips and then go and then pretend they don't have a mask. And they have 5 or 6 masks in their pocket because you can see the bulge in their pocket and it's a bunch of masks. And it's driving me crazy. Anyways, I want to talk about something. Joe talked about this juice stuff. Okay, the nectars. And you're over at Brugger's. I wrote this whole thing on the coronavirus symbol. When you see it, looks like a giant friggin' cranberry with warts on it. Whenever we see the symbol for the coronavirus and the COVID-19, it's this hideous cranberry It's huge with warts, and it's like a cranberry color. I grew up in Massachusetts. I mean, the ocean spray guys, you know the ad. They're sitting there in the cranberry bog with the boots. These guys have got to be hurt to death and just ticked off. I mean, my God, it looks like cranberries, and they're saying we're gonna die from it. Their sales have had to have gone down. And this is gonna be such a Karen thing to say from the boomer generation. The next statement, you know why women and men in the boomer generation drink cranberry juice for all their UTIs. And thank you, I don't have one. But I'm just saying, this could be an issue. The boomers are the biggest generation in this country. This could be an issue, and let's hope so, because, we really don't need to talk about anything else that's friggin' important, People are dying. No, but I need the damn cranberry juice. Let's go. Let's get it. Get a crazy straw. Get it. That's probably putting you guys over the edge. You were hoping for another dick joke, but I don't have a new one yet. So. I'll say penis if it makes you feel better for my generation. And I can't tell you, every day has gone, I haven't been on the Monday Night Comedy show in 4 weeks. And I got to tell you, every week, there's a new group of people that want to quiz me about my name, Karen. And am I really a bitch? I just tell them, I just sound mean. You people are the real problem. Honestly. I mean, seriously, I'll be at the grocery store and I will see somebody with that blonde wedge haircut going up. It's a woman. I'm sorry. I'm going to be sexist. It's a woman. Her name should be Karen, the mean version, or let's try Susan. Susan sounds extremely mean. They're going up to people, asking them why they're wearing a mask. Seriously, and being whiny about it. Do you realize? And then they go into all these statistics from fake news. And then I have a lot of fun with this. I just walk up behind them and I just say things. Do you know that people that watch Fox News are prone to cancer within 6 months? And then I just walk away. I offer no other explanation. Well, first of all, it does a couple things. You find out who's listening to you or not. And then the second thing is the store manager gives you a discount on your groceries. So basically telling that woman, F you. And that's something that store manager couldn't say. But I achieved that goal for them. So I think you're following me. Thank you so much. This is my COVID hair. What do you think?
Beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you so much. We have done nothing except get a little trim. We don't know what color it is. Every day is different. So I'm too damn cheap to go for the full. We're not gonna. I can't go back. Who can afford it, right? I mean, we're saving money. I'm all over the road, you guys. I had something. Oh, okay. Everybody's on TikTok. And I've been thinking, what could I do? Because I can't dance. When I dance, people are concerned and they call the police. Seriously, I mean, when I have no rhythm, I'm not going to turn this into a racist joke, but I seriously have no rhythm. And like when I dance, people just think, "Oh my God, take a Tylenol. That must hurt." No, seriously, I can dance in the car when I'm driving with one arm, and that usually gets me pulled over. So, and I'm experiencing. I have my phone is dying, so you might be saved a few jokes, but. Oh, yes. Getting back to work. I have to tell you what happened. We had one employee that just before the break, she's a newer employee. I think she's a hootenanny, and I had no idea that the other employees hated her, and I encouraged her to talk about the stuff she does. I didn't know everybody, and I'm one of the sales leads, and everybody else hates this woman. I love her because she just says it like it is, babe. She wears skinny jeans. She's older than me. She comes in. She's also very, she's buxom. And she likes to dance, and she's just wild. So she has been sharing stuff with us that she probably didn't say, but she loves to pole dance, right? And she just wants us as a group to help our morale to take a group pole. She thinks this would just be like a motivational thing. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, I'm looking around the room at work, and when I work, I wear my big Karen Boomer jeans, you know, the colored ones that go high-waisted. The Gloria Vanderbilts for $9 on clearance at Kohl's, you know, because I only the finest outfit from my career, at my day job career. And then the other thing, this woman, I just adore her. She's so funny. She came back to work for 2 weeks, and then she said, "I don't think I can handle this. It's I haven't been working for a few months. I'm out of practice." And she just went out the door. I'm like, okay. You know, so everyone looked at me because I'm in a relationship with her in that I talk to her. Nobody else talks to her. And I ran out to the parking lot and I said, "Hey, what's going on? Are you okay?" She says, "Yeah, I just don't really want to work. My husband makes about $400K. This was just kind of fun for a while." And I'm like, wow. I mean, wow. And she says, "I've got 2 kids in college. I'm just going to go home and talk to them." I'm like, "Are they at your house? What are you going to do? It's COVID." No. I'm going to go get them and bring them home. And anyways, I sent her a nice text and said, you're kind of a grown-up, and walking out of a job suggests a mental illness. And I don't think the pole dancing is going to get you through it. Why don't we have coffee? You know, unbelievable. You know, it wasn't going to be a bit, but now you know my concerns. You know, what can I say?
Yeah.
So it's just wild. So thanks for listening, you guys, on that one. Holy crap. Okay, wait a minute. New levels of being a mean mom. You guys have heard me talk about that. I was a mean mom when the kids were growing up. They didn't get a cell phone till 9th grade. Oh, my God. You know, and then I'm such a mean person. And then for graduation, no car. They got Birkenstock sandals instead. And I said, "Walk it, baby, walk it." Yeah. They were good for Jesus. There you go. He didn't even have the coat ones that formed to his feet. And then the last mean thing that I did is, if you want, I'm all about, if you want body art, if you want to pierce, if you want tattoos, you got to pay for it yourself. Mama's got to pay her own money on her stupid jeans, for God's sakes. And one of my neighbors said to me, "You mean you made your college kids pay for their own nose piercings?" And I said, "Yeah, I did." But you know what? They're getting free health insurance on that plan till they're 26. Nosy, you know. Oh, and I'm still living in the suburbs, although they're trying to get rid of me. I have something to share. I'm going to close with this. I know we're getting late. Why didn't somebody tell me when I've been doing all these pink flamingo jokes over the last 4 years? Did you know what the pink flamingos are the symbol of?
What?
No.
Swingers.
What?
Swingers. Oh. So when I've been putting out my pink flamingos with the whiteboard with a little expression on it for the new realtors that come through, you know, because Tuesday is open house day for the realtors. My God, they think I want a little action, you know. I don't want that kind of action. My Lutheran and I are very happy inside the home. Thank you. Holy buckets. It was Wendy Mayberry, the other, you know, the comic, the awesome friend. She said to me, "What the hell are you doing with the pink flamingos, putting them in your lawn like that?" She said, "How many people were trolling by?" I said, "I got a lot of people watching me."
Yes.
You know?
What a foot trapping.
That's so great.
Yeah, you know it. I mean, people of all ages too, men, women, everybody, you know?
Yeah.
I said the last time I did it, I got 25 friend requests.
Oh, yeah.
On Facebook.
Yeah.
And then I recognized the name from the stupid Nextdoor app. Don't go on that Nextdoor app. Oh my God, these people are.
I hate those
these
people.
people are stupid.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Yes.
we can't even talk. There was a woman on there. She said to me, she's not to me, but she said, "Hey, there's a dog in my backyard, and it looks like it's a cat, and there's also a red dog back there." Okay, it was a fox and a tabby cat in the backyard. Well, pretty soon the cat was eaten. And this is Ingrid. Ingrid, my cat, has joined us right here. You guys, thank you so much. It's nice to be back. I think I'm going to close there. Love you guys. Thank you.
Hey.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Dickering.
Karen!
Thank Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, Karen.
Thank you very much.
The only reason we have
got a couple people. Michael Burns says, Karen. And
thank you, Michael.
Lucy McGillicuddy, aka Mandy Weeks, says she loves everyone. We love you too, Mandy. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. We seriously. I do want to thank a couple of people who did donate. Once again, Josh Kangas donated. Give him a round of applause.
Yeah,
thank you, Josh. Thank you to Michael Burns, who also donated, and to April Palmer. Give them all a round of applause. Thank you so much. April, if you are watching, please, private message Natalie your address, and we'll send you some Monday Night Comedy Show stickers. Michael, we have your address, and we're going to send you some porn. And some Monday Night Comedy Show stickers. Who's this? Evan Deshane, hilarious. Well done, everyone. And that is absolutely true. And Evan, I couldn't have said it better. Great job, everyone. It's such a good show tonight. Bailey agreed. Excellent set.
Karen, do you want to plug the show?
Yeah, Karen, you got.
Oh yeah.
Let's go through everybody, and then you got anything to plug? Yeah, plug something.
Yeah, Day Drinking with Mom is back at House of Comedy this Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. We're wearing masks unless we're on stage. It's going to be great. It's our 3-year anniversary.
Nice.
Please come on out.
Cool.
Thank you so much.
Yay!
It's really exciting.
Right.
I'm really happy for you.
We're gonna get rid of everybody. So thank you. So we love you, Karen, so much. So this Wednesday, House of Comedy, Mall of America, 4th floor. Check it out. Day Drinking with Mom. You can also check out Day Drinking with Mom on Facebook, and you can follow them, and then you get all the updates. So we'll say goodbye to you, Karen. Thank you so much. We love you.
Bye.
Bye. And who's up next? I want to talk to somebody. Let's get rid of David Harris. David, do you have anything to plug coming up?
You should go see Day Drinking with Mom.
You should.
I'm not in it, but you should go see it for sure.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here, David. We love you. We'll see you soon. And let's see here. Who else? Mr. Christensen. Are you performing anywhere that we can see you, or you're just going to be here next week?
Yeah, I guess I'll be here next week. I'm going to do a House of Comedy second weekend of August.
Okay.
And then Casey Flesh and my podcast just came out again. We were on like a 3-month-long hiatus.
Yeah, I thought I was going to be your next guest after the hiatus. What happened to that there, Christensen? Yeah, look at that.
Oh, you're in hot water. What's your podcast?
It's Joke Quest 200. And every week we have a new guest on and search for the perfect joke. So I think we're like 21 episodes in now.
And we can download that on iTunes and
Stitcher.
Okay.
Not Google Play. We don't do that shit, but yeah.
All right. Joke Quest 200. So check that out wherever your podcast is sold, except for Google Play, because fuck them. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joe.
It's too much work.
Thank you, Joe Christensen. We love you.
Love you too.
We'll see you next week. All right. As we get through this, let's say hi to Joe Cocazello. You doing anything soon we can see you, Joe?
Yeah, I am. I'm not doing anything live. I'm the episode of Miss Shannon's Comedy Through the Chaos. Me and John DeBoer are on, and as well as Tiffany Norton, and of course Miss Shannon. You could find that on my Facebook page or on Miss. Everyone knows Miss Shannon. I'm also, just. Karen is going to be I wrote a short film. Karen Pickering's going to play my mother. And eventually when we get back to filming things. And then, it was great to see everybody. Nextdoor is a great app. And by the way, Matt Burns, everything here, these photos are of my family. This is of my family after Christmas. That's fucking me and my grandpops. That's a painting that I bought. That sturgeon is from, the marlin. Sorry, I've been eating drugs all day. That's from my grandpa's garage, and that's the Hubert Humphrey Metrodome right there.
And hey, Joe, I actually just put down my headset because I'm looking at your what's over your right shoulder, that painting. I just want to show you a little something that I have hanging on my wall that I just pulled off of the wall. Hang on one second.
You had
Right
the same
here.
one, dude. I love
have
this
the,
painting.
I have the same one.
I had it in high school, and like right when I got out of when I had my first apartment, and then I found it recently at some thrift store, and I'm like, this is amazing. I don't know where this came from, but I want it on my wall. I can't believe we have the same one, bro.
Absolutely, it's our excellent taste. You know, actually, it was my mom who got it at a garage sale, but I love it, and
I have no idea what the fuck it's even about or why there's so many of them out there.
Creepy dead tree.
Crazy. I had no idea that there was so many.
It was just it was in some like 1970s Holiday Inn in every room.
I know, right? And they just yes.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, Joe, we love you. Thank you for doing the
Great
show.
to see you guys.
And we'll see you soon.
Natalie's mom is hilarious.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Where's my Morgan Pearson? Morgan! Morgan! Your head is so perfectly framed by the light above your bed that it's like seriously, your room is like perfectly symmetrical and beautiful.
You are perfect.
Do you have anything going on? Are you doing any online stuff or anything?
Yeah, I was just on the podcast, Shooting the Breeze Victoria for the Dirty Four is where you can find them on Facebook. And then every Sunday I do my cooking show at noon, COVID and Crumbs on Instagram at Morgan Pearson Did It, because I did.
Morgan Pearson did it on Instagram. Okay. And it's at Sunday at noon?
Yes.
Okay.
Awesome.
Far out. Excellent. I'm going to set an alarm for that so I can watch it. I don't do Instagram. Obviously, I'm an idiot, but because I think I gave somebody else our password and I don't have access to it anymore. But is that something that you can just go to Instagram and you'll be able to archive and see past shows?
No, it's on Instagram. I live stream it, but I do post it to Facebook as well.
Oh, you do? Okay, far out. Cool. All right, excellent. Well, cool. Well, we'll see you on Sunday at noon on your cooking show. Are you cooking anything in particular this Sunday?
I don't know what I'm cooking yet, but maybe I'll do like a cat thing for Mark. I'm so glad Mark's here.
You saw.
All right.
He showed up. It was special. Yeah.
Excellent. All right. Well, we love you so much. Thank you for being a part of the show tonight, and we will see you very soon. Okay. We love you. Bye. Who else is there? Who else is there? Oh, that Natalie Markert.
Oh,
Natalie Markert.
Oh, hey there.
Upstaged by the woman who bore you. How could you, Mom? Hello, Louise. And you're the one who got more than half of the donations tonight because you know April and you know Michael. And thank you so much for inspiring them to donate. You must know where they hide the bodies, and we appreciate it. Are you doing any online stuff, or are you going to do any shows at all that you know of?
You're the only one.
Oh, poo. That's. Wait, hang on. I love it. She is right, you know, everyone. This is the only comedy show in the Twin Cities. The only one. Michael Burns just wants to yell, Natalie!
Woohoo! Michael Burns!
For you.
He said, Michael, I guess he said he posted this when I said I have your address. I'm going to send you porn. Address it to my daughter. I'm not going to send you porn. I'm going to sit by porn. I mean Monday Night Comedy Show stickers. So if you like our logo in the upper right hand corner of our screen, I think it's there, over there, over there. There we go. That's it. Natalie's got it. Thank you. Natalie. Those are our stickers, and they are suitable for framing and or putting on your Volvo or whatever auto gyro you might have. So it's impossible. I don't know. But as you can see, we've been doing this for an hour and 53 minutes. So, ladies and gentlemen, that does it for us. Natalie, we're going to say goodbye. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Thank your mom for telling us
to go deep.
Deep. I took a screenshot of that so we can have that on screen whenever we need it. So, thank you, Natalie. We love you, and we'll talk to you very soon.
Yes.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Kruger. May.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Hi.
Oh, Tonight was a good Monday night comedy show, I should think.
All right. Yeah.
I had a lot of fun.
Mhm.
And Joe Cocozello and I have the same taste in art. Oh, everybody say hi to Mark, Kruger's cat.
Hello,
Say hi, Mark.
kitty.
Say hi, Mark.
Hi, kitty. Hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
He has headphones on, so he doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Can't hear us,
Well,
yeah.
It's cool. You don't want to. We got a comment from Michael again. Hang on. Night. Thank you all for sharing this COVID during COVID. Okay, great fun. I'm glad you were here. Thank you so much. And Sasha said, "Ciao, Bella," because he's an international man of mystery. And Velcro says, "Oh, hi, Mark." It's,
yes,
from
right.
that one thing, the
From
room.
that thing.
Anyway, do you guys have anything you want to plug? Kruger, do you want to plug your show one more time?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Mystery on the Mississippi this Friday. It is a show that's over Zoom, but it is a ticketed event. Andy said he would be dropping a link in our Facebook page for the Monday Night Comedy Show, so you can check it out there. It supports Fearless Comedy Productions, and it also supports the National Park Service. So,
National parks. That's something. That's one more thing that Trump wants to destroy. So that's a very good cause. So there you go. May, do you have anything that you want to plug or shout out
So
the
if
world?
you wanna, I guess if you want to be on the show, hit me up. If you like, it's just really exciting to do this. This has just been a really super fun night. I've had a blast. Thanks
Heck
for
yeah. Well,
thanks
thank
for
you
hanging out.
to you and Ronnie for curating tonight's cast. It was awesome. And like she said, if you want to do a future show, all you have to do is drop MNCS Twin Cities a line. That's at gmail.com, I should say. That's our Gmail. And then, or you can just drop a line at our Facebook page, the MNCS on Facebook. So please keep it up. Please join us next week. We have another show because we ain't stopping till the feds say no, and they spray us with water, and we don't like water being sprayed at us, so we listen. Anyway, thank you guys so much for being here tonight. Thanks again to the comics and to the audience. That does it for another Monday Night Comedy Show, and I will press the red button of goodbyes. So goodbye.
Hi, love you all. Thank you.
I should have closing music. Do I have closing music?
I don't know.
Here's our closing music, you guys.
Okay.
This is here we go. Here we go. You're gonna love this. This is, if anything says, wait, is this right?
I'm gonna love it.
That's blasphemous rumors. What the hell is going on? Okay, here we go. All right. See you guys. Have a nice week. We'll see you next week.
Oh my God. Okay.
Good night.
I love you.
Bye.
I gotta go. I love you very much. I just.
What?
We're leaving.